our Saturday weekly session. It is 6:10 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. It should be 7:40 in India. Today second is awareness development on self-realization. Now, to start this, let me give a little bit of the context, background. I'm not saying anything new, but it is better to bring everything into the context, why you have selected this topic and what is the importance. Then we'll go to the bullet points, whatever we have written, different types of awareness. The primordial energy, which basically created the universe. There are two. None of the energy we know in the physics, not heat, electricity, mechanical energy and all, nothing of that sort. Yeah? Those higher dimensional or those subtler effect means I'm talking about from where the universe was created. Two things. That is pure love and pure awareness or light. Let people in. Okay. So love and light, those are the original primordial energy which created everything we know. So the light is basically, it is none of our light like a rays and a reflection and diffraction and all those kind of, that is not the light here. It's a pure light, and that light is actually the light of awareness. And then there is a complementing energy, creative energy, and that is love, infinite love, pure love, divine love. Or in other words, this light is divine masculine energy, and the divine love is divine feminine energy in that way. And in Hinduism, they call it Shiva and Shakti, but whatever it is, but originally it is actually the light and love. These two things made everything. So we are created out of pure love. So that's why human beings are known as Prema Sarupa, that's the manifestation of love. Not only human being, all the animal, plant and planets, everything was created out of that love. And now the light, which also, joining together has created everything. So on our human journey is it is a last type of evolved life. Only thing is we need to go from the ego-based human existence to consciousness-based existence, like the enlightened state. The light is there. So what difference does it make from the normal human being to the evolved human being or the enlightened being, say? Because that is the last stage. After that, there is nothing. That is, the journey is complete. Whatever it came from the souls, its journey is complete. So that thing which makes one human being from so-called normal human existence to the so-called high level of existence or enlightened experience, this difference is only the level of awareness. So understand the bigger picture. If we have to, we are all made of pure love. Only thing we don't know, so that there is an illusion that we made of something else. So that has to go. Who will make that go? And that is awareness. Awareness of the truth, who we are. So from creation, everything started. So end of all the journey, if there is no other way, we have to go back to the source from where we all came. The access point of that source, okay, we are all, made of pure love. So love, we need not to create or done anything with that. It is only thing we have to realize that we are made of love. But which makes it that final destination, means going back to the source happens through awareness. So basically, the original energy which we are all created, in fact, everything in the universe was created. The final destination of whatever the journey, almost infinite, the level or time, you can say, the time and space, of course, higher dimension, there is no time and space. So just for our understanding, I'm saying, all the journeys of different lifetimes and this, that, and all, final going back is, we are already made of pure love. Only thing we have to know about it. And then, which makes us going back is the awareness. Self-awareness, whatever, who we are. That's this knowingness comes, but it has to be experientially understood. It cannot be read somewhere or somebody else told you. Once you experientially understand the truth, then that awareness level goes, and then you come to the level of awareness which is equivalent to the source. When everything is there, that is the level of oneness. That is the highest level of experience one can have. Highest level of experience a creation can have is the same level of experience of a creator. Okay, the source. This journey, creation to creator, this journey is the journey of awareness. Somebody says, okay, the enlightenment. Is enlightenment, there is a light. No? The awareness level is high. The enlightened person has a higher level of awareness than the other people, the seekers. And more so, who doesn't have any clue of spirituality, they are common people, not even seeker. Okay? They don't know what to seek. Okay? The ignorant version, there is no criticism here. I'm just saying those are the facts. Yeah? Completely ignorant. In fact, all of us, we have spent lifetime after lifetimes, hundreds of lifetimes as a human being, completely unaware. We don't know what the spirituality is or whatever it is, because we don't have any reference. Yes, there is a lot of religion, a lot of stuff, and most of them, unfortunately, contaminated. When it was created, it was pure. Who shared it, but then contaminated because of vested interest and all those kind of things. So we are running behind, all those kind of things by trial and error and all those things. We didn't, many lifetimes, we didn't get to know the truth. And that truth need to be come through Guru Tattva. From that, the guidance has to come from the source again. And the channel, it comes through Guru Tattva. Who represents that Guru Tattva in front of you, in your domain, in your dimension, that person is called Guru. It is not that person's property. It is just person is an agent, a courier service who can deliver it to you. Okay? It's all coming from divine. Anyway, even to get a living master, get in touch with any guru who has the connection. Yeah. I'm not talking who claims to be guru. There are a lot of fakes, that is there in every profession, by the way. It is not a profession, but it is a kind of, the category of people, chosen ones, evolved ones, whatever name you give, doesn't matter. To get in touch with a true master, spiritual master who does have this connection. It is said, it takes around of 50 lifetimes of searching Okay. So awareness development is not easy. It is many lifetime that seeking and then life ends. There is a limited time. It ends. Yeah. Finally, when you can say you earn enough credit, then one lifetime it comes, you happen to meet with when the truth is the Guru Mandala sends you finding it out. Okay, it is just whatever way it is when you are ready. So those 50 lifetimes and making you ready, you should be honest and truly seeking. Then only it will happen in one of the lifetime. Maybe the lifetime it will happen, you will get it like without any effort. You got to know someone, but that is only this lifetime. Yeah, you never know what you had in the previous lifetimes. Okay, that person will then guide you. Guide you on what? Yeah. Guide you to increase your level of awareness. What is the awareness of what? Awareness of the truth, who you are. When that guidance comes, that person will open the channel to your own soul consciousness, which is your inner guru. You don't have that. You don't know how to communicate. So external guru's job is just to get you connected with your inner guru. And then external guru's job is over. Then inner guru takes over. That inner guru, when it happens, then your awareness level jumpstart. Or you can say that is your enlightenment. When you don't need anything external, even your so-called physical guru. Then your inner guru takes over, then you lead your life remaining of that, your journey, spiritual journey, post-enlightenment. Also, there is a lot of things to go up to the moksha. So that journey starts. But this is the process. So what makes you from the unaware person, I mean, a common person to seeker to enlightened person and further, this journey is all about the level of your awareness. When you are fully aware of yourself, that time, that is the state of enlightenment. That state of enlightenment, I'll come to when the different steps comes, I will explain again. That is called Atma Vyapti, means you fully understand yourself. There is nothing in your being, no, not body. All we have 7 body systems, no? Is understood experientially. You need to publish or appear in a test or something, nothing of that. But you are aware of yourself, that's it. That is Atma Vyapti, self-realization. Through that, the next journey is going ultimately towards universal consciousness. Like your awareness should go to the level of same as the creator. When that happens, then nothing else remains. There is no need to, here and there and in any form whatsoever. That state, your identity of the soul consciousness, that it is no longer required, then it is merged with the universal consciousness. Soul consciousness having an identity. It is a path, there is journey, there is a plan. But when at the end of the plan, end of the journey, it is marching back to the universal consciousness. It doesn't die. Yeah, it marches like a river marches to the ocean. Same here. When a river go into the sea, the river water doesn't disappear. Only the name of the river, that particular path which has came, that disappears. That water become part of the ocean. It has treated as the same like the ocean. Like river Ganges, when it go into the Indian Ocean, it become a part of Indian Ocean. The water of the river Ganga or Ganges not evaporated. It didn't die. It just merged. Similar thing what happened in there. That is That is called moksha. It's all merged with the infinite, universal consciousness. So that is the whole journey. So this is the background why I have given, so that you need to know the context that what we are talking here. So in that journey, first you come to know about, you need to, how many times, life and death, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, in the circles we are going. So you need to have some exit route somewhere, or evolution, not exit in that sense, not dropping out, evolving. Then that when you are ready, then you get the necessary guidance, necessary help, from the divine again. They will send you the agent like your guru. Then the guru will help you to grow into the awareness till you come to the stage of Atma Vyapti, self-realization, enlightenment. And further, then Guru's job is over. Guru goes, then you go on your own, your further journey, your own sadhana, going towards from self-realization to universal consciousness, realization of the universal consciousness. Yeah. So that is a path, and all this thing is all about awareness. Because ultimately you have to be, by the time when you get enlightened, you're purely rooted in love. That is your driving force. And whatever journey you make, whatever the level you go, that is your level of awareness. So if you are asking what is my route, means if you are taking an example of journey with a car, suppose your body is a car. So the fuel in the car is that is pure love, that energy which runs the car. And the road you travel, that is awareness. And what is that? The Guru's job? Guru just a road sign. It helps you to go in the right path. It doesn't allow you to take a U-turn or go divert somewhere. It's possible, but you will waste time, like it's called taking a longer time to come back on the route. So Guru's job is to put you onto the track. Yeah? If you deviate, put you onto the track. But it is you who will be driving the car. And you have a free will, so you can accept or reject the road signs. Your behalf. It is like eating food. If you are hungry, you have to eat yourself. Yeah, it's possible because somebody can cook food in front of you. That up to that it is possible. But eating on your behalf makes no sense, right? So you have to eat, only then you get the nutrition and the energy and the thing like that. Same here on the spiritual thing. It can be only, put it in front of you, or you can take advice which can be taken, which not to be taken, and all these things. That up to that level it can be done. So I hope now the background is clear. What is awareness? And the different, you can say that people in different level of awareness. So you can say they are a different, distance they are crossed with their car, if you take the car example. However, it is also truth. All of us, we are driving our own unique car and our own unique route. The ultimate destination is same. So there is no such thing comparing with somebody or something. It is important that you are moving in the right direction. So it is your path, your thing. So how much you grow, that depends on level of awareness. And that's what your experiences changes. Another thing also changes when you grow into awareness, your vibration. Higher you grow into the awareness, or you can walk that spiritual path, your vibration changes. When your vibration changes, your experience of life changes. So as simple as that. So, okay, this is what it is. So let me go to the points now now the question is, how I can, it is all about you, nothing to do with compare with anything, you. So how I can practice something just practically to grow in awareness. Now, let me also, in bracket, let me put it in these things. Who is the obstacle in getting more into our high level of awareness? That is our own thinking mind. So in the process, you have to silence our mind. Otherwise, that awareness growing is not possible. So that is what the meditation and other thing they did does. Yeah. So that is a part of the process. But thing is that we need to grow into the awareness, and there are different ways to develop the awareness. When you go into something just clicked in me, I'm just sharing it maybe beforehand. Ultimately, you realize everything in this world is meant to enhance my awareness. Everything. Where the sunrise, birds are chirping. Some people are, like saying bad words to me. Some incident happened to me, unpleasant incident, some problem in the family. Everything is there to increase my awareness. Even our body, everything. It's all about increasing awareness. Everything. But why I'm saying, I'm telling you in advance, but that would be your ultimate, not ultimate, like higher level of realization. Not immediately, no. Immediately go one by one. So those kind of things, how we go there practically, that's what I have just mentioned those points. So first point, we are saying the awareness of breath and now moment. Okay. So it is awareness of breath. Anapansati dhyan. An means breathe in, apan means breathe out, sati means witnessing. Yeah? So what is the purpose of anapansati? Why we need to focus on our breath? Because all our spiritual experiences can happen only in the present moment, or now moment. If we are not rooted in now moment or present moment, we cannot have spiritual experience. Nothing. We can have versions, illusions, mind game, and things like that. To have that, to be in the present moment, to root ourselves into or stabilize ourselves in the present moment, we use the breath awareness, anapansati dhyan. Because, as I told you hundreds of times, that we cannot follow our breath, what we took yesterday, neither we can follow the breath we are going to take tomorrow. So when we are following our breath, we are breathing all the time. It is tool available with us 24/7. The moment we start following our breathing, we bring our attention to the present moment. So the channel between the spiritual experience and our physical body opens up, because our focus, we now root ourselves into the present moment. All other than present moment, our past and our future, all are versions, all are our mind construct. That is not the truth. If something happened in the past, that happened in that present moment. If something is going to happen in future, it will happen in that present moment. And at the moment, only truth is the now moment or present moment. That's only truth. So having the spiritual experience, what is the spiritual experience? Experience of the truth. To have the experience of the truth, at least you have to be rooted into the truth, which is the present moment. So that is the idea. Only thing, you have to bring ourselves in the present moment, only the truth will reveal itself. Otherwise, idhar udhar latakte reh jaoge. Okay, so first we start with our breath. awareness. Because the first thing, it brings our attention to the present moment. And secondly, it is easily available, all the time available. We need not to depend on anything outside ourselves. So that is the advantage. Anytime it can be done, any number of time it can be practiced, and things like that. So that is why the awareness development, we start with our awareness of the breath. And that I was talking about, that the other things are mind construct, illusions, past, future, and all those things. It is also said those kind of things, which is illusions or mind construct, or you can say untruth, these are equivalent to darkness, darkness of ignorance. So when the light of awareness comes, which is this light of knowledge, when the light of awareness comes, they dispel the darkness. So in the light of awareness, the ignorance goes away. Or if you want to understand in a different way, you consider that awareness is like a fire, which burns the illusion down. Okay, it's removed, the burned up, all illusion gone, because you are rooted yourself into the awareness. In the light of awareness, the darkness versus light and all those kind of things, and that is what I just explained a few minutes back about the role of a guru. The role of a guru is just to dispel the darkness. And that exactly the literal meaning of a guru. Guru. Gu means darkness. Ru means who removes it or dispels it. That is the role of a guru. So how guru dispel the darkness? Through awareness. Okay. Guru uses different methods to enhance your awareness. Okay. So now the next point is about the awareness of body and its members. So other than our breath, we also having our own body. Different parts of the body, whether it is seen or it is internal organ or whatever it is, we have a different parts of the body. And it is a divine gift. It is also known as the temple of soul, our own soul, where we can connect our soul from this place, this geometric shape, which we call body. So, what we all have a body, what is to do with the awareness of it? We have the body. We do have the body. But most of the people, they run their body unaware way. They don't know. But different parts of their body is feeling. But their body different function. It is just an imagination that my body has all these parts. Except when some area started paining, then we give attention to that. When we fall down, maybe we cut our knee, then that knee pains, then only you give the attention. Otherwise not. Even though we do a lot of things, maybe eating and checking mobile phone, what we are eating and all, what mouth is feeling, what the taste is going, we hardly care. Something is going. That is unconscious activity. Each and every body, the gift, the divine gift, what is our physical body, each and every part of the body has its own intelligence. That's why they can function even without your conscious effort. Our heart beats all the time. So if something, there is some auto movements of the body, if we start walking, we need not to instruct now left foot go forward, right foot, leave the land, bring it forward, place it. Do we do it? Okay. Just when it is instructed to walk, it keep walking. Maybe it is you have walk kilometer, but without knowing what your legs are feeling, facing, or whatever. Yeah, it's well quite possible. Anyway, so when we are, this awareness means we have a big instrument other than the breath. Now I'm going to one level higher. That is only thing you have to shift your operating condition, unaware movements or unaware function, like I just explained a few things here, there, to fully aware. Like if you have placed your hand like that on your cheek, so you should be able to feel both ways. What your hand is feeling, what your cheek is feeling, both ways, yeah? Do we do that? We know maybe a little bit sensation, but we are not aware how it is, We are placing our feet on the ground or maybe wearing shoes and that on the ground. How our feet are feeling, we don't know. Okay. Oh, okay, something is there. Somebody can ask, why we need to know? There is no such need. But you can use this as a tool to enhance your awareness. If you can register all those things, your different parts of the body, external body, even internal, something happening, some movement in the stomach, yeah. If you can feel that, then you are aware of that. Anything happen, lots of feeling may be coming, going, your skin is feeling some, some air is coming or hot and cold and all those things. You are consciously not following because you don't see any need for that. That is true. If you don't feel that, nothing will happen. But you become an unaware person. Like you fall into that category where majority of people are unaware, walking in the darkness. But if you want to evolve, use this tool. Like people who have gone to the school, there are no, children normally ask now why I need to read so many books. Because you need to pass the test. So they become educated. Then you can grow. Higher education will come then. Same here. So what will happen reading the books is not the question. Means whatever your available options are, use them to grow. After you evolve, that particular thing may not be needed. After that, then you pass the test. Now it comes automatically. You're fully aware. Then you need not to consciously do that. Initially, you have to put an effort to do that because that is not your pattern or character to do that automatically because we never learned this. Only the Guru tells that what is the importance of that. And if you accept, there is no Jabardasti. If you accept, yes, I should try that, then only that journey will start. That is again the purpose of today's discussion, just explaining the logic. Okay, so it is called the awareness of our own body, physical body. Then when that happens, then from the body we go further to the mind. The mind, we explained a little bit earlier that major obstacle why we cannot root ourselves in the present moment is because of constantly running thoughts in our mind. In awake state, a normal human being, about 60 to 70,000 thoughts passes through mind every day. And most of the things are not useful or unnecessary. But keep on coming like a flow, and it takes a lot of our energy. Few days earlier, I was telling that even if in a whole day you sit in a sofa and watch TV whole day, still at the end of the day you will feel tired. You have not done any work. You're sitting on the sofa, maybe eaten a few times and go to washroom and all this. But otherwise, you have not done any work, so-called physical, laborious work. Why you feel tired? You feel tired because during the entire period, thousands of thoughts pass through your mind. And they have taken your energy, prana shakti. So that's why you feel tired. Even though technically you have not done any work. Anyway, but issue is not about, that thoughts flowing. Issue is they are hampering our path towards the spirituality. Spiritual awareness, this today's topic, our awareness level, that is a major obstacle. Because of the thoughts, like it is a overcast, sky. We can never see the blue sky, or only the clouds are there and all those kind of things. So to go beyond, you have to remove the cloud or go fly above the cloud, so then only you'll be able to see the full sky. Same here. Sky, you can say that is the level of awareness. So from here, that because of so much overcast clouds, so you cannot see the true sky. That's why you have to go to that barrier, you have to go. So, how to go awareness of flow of thoughts? We have to then learn how to observe our own thoughts. That is not easy. Because by the nature of thought will carry you away. Forget about present moment, when you will never know when you lost the now moment, rooted in the present moment. You have lost, like the whole, suddenly you'll realize that last few minutes, you wanted to watch the thoughts, but another thought came and it carried you away. You are no longer watching the thought, rather than you're carrying away with them. I call it like you are supposed to stand on the bank of the river, a thought's like a boat passing through the river. So you realize you are no longer on the bank of the river, you are inside the boat. Boat is carrying you away. So you lose the present moment, now moment. So there is a technique that the spiritual gurus and guides, they will teach you how to come back to the present moment, of the center yourselves, and then continue. Watching thoughts has multiple aspects. Like earlier we mentioned that we need to reduce the thoughts. But what do you do if I watch them? How come it reduces? That has a different spiritual principle, it happens. The principle is, normally I explain that, suppose there is say a birthday party of some child, some 3-4-year-old child, and many children came on the party, and to that child whose birthday is, that one of the room they are playing, say maybe hide and seek or whatever, I spice or throwing pillow, whatever. Now they are shouting and playing and a lot of activities, doing all the jumping on the bed, or throwing and these kind of things, a lot of activities. So maybe the door is closed. So if an adult open the door and just stand, gone inside, the adult is not scolding anyone and punishing anyone and giving some threats. Simply just entered the room. I'm saying automatically. Suddenly, what will happen is the activity of the children will come down. Maybe it will be 1/4. So they are just children. No? Nobody told them to do anything. How come it happens? Their activity reduces when they realize there is some adult has entered into the room. This is automatic reaction if somebody is watching. Okay. All of us, we just aware of, suppose, let me give our own example. Suppose you have a very good, food you ordered and through something like a delivery to your home, and you are the only person in the house. Yeah? So naturally you will wait. You will eat the way you like. So whatever you quickly eat and things like that, it doesn't matter throwing here and there and what is in the mouth. And I'm just saying, for example. But if suppose you invited some of your friend in your house, then you ordered the food, you will see suddenly the style of eating food will change. You will try to talk and you will pose that it is not really, you are not that hungry or you are not that kind of things. Salivating on this kind of food, no, that your behavior will change because somebody is watching. So the point is, if you watch something, then it reduces its speed, it reduces the activities, it reduces that whatever called the vileness of it. So to tame down our thought, particularly if you go in the technical term, the rate of thoughts per minute in our mind. As soon as you start watching, the rate of thought comes down. How much will come down? Depending upon your intensity of watching. If you very alert way and focusing without any distraction, then thoughts will coming down, maybe it will come down to one thought at a time, slowly going, and then another thought. Earlier random, this way, that way, something, jumping to another topic, this way, that. But the watching, it comes like a group, but in the batches, like a military parade. Yeah? And slowly it becomes few. Randomness is gone. It comes into some kind of sequence and flow, and then if you watch intensely, then come one by one. More intensely watch. This intensely watching is called Shakshiva, witness consciousness. Then it slows down the rate and come one after another. And if you practice more, then one will go, the next one has not come yet. After some time, it will appear. Not one after another, not like a procession. Anyway, that is important because reducing the thought makes us, our awareness go towards our spiritual direction. To cross that barrier, we have another thing. That is the next point, is finding out the gap between two thoughts. It's like going towards the sky, you need to find the clouds, some gap, so that from the gap you can see the sky or go beyond the cloud level. So this is about that this is called the gap awareness, gap between two thoughts. It slows down, you practiced, And slowly, the rate has come down. Now, as the rate has come down, one by one, there is a gap between two thoughts, not one after another. Okay. So if you focus, you will be able to focus on those gaps. More you focus, the distance between two thoughts increases, like the gap increases, we call it. That is the gap awareness. And through that, you cross the barrier of the mind, because thoughts are the tools of mind. Through the gap, you pass through that level so that you can go beyond mind. And to do that, whatever the tool we use, that is called aloof attention. Aloof means you are not involved. Like you are standing on the bank of the river, not inside the boat. That's aloofness. So you are not involved. And attention, you are observing. That tool we use to go beyond the mind level. Then comes when we are thorough with this, that body and mind, so far we have come up to this level, the awareness has now gone. First, whatever the body and things, and then we gone to the mind. Now we have to go beyond this dimension, like a physical dimension, three-dimensional reality. You need to go to the other dimension, because the spiritual domain is not in the physical dimension. It's the higher dimension. And the higher dimension, just immediately, which is above our physical dimension, that is energy dimension. The next one. If you like to understand the body system, so that the physical body, then energy body. Then there are higher bodies, which is connected to each and individual dimensions, or multiple dimensions, the higher level, further higher level. Or in the Panchakosha, it is Annamaya Kosha, means physical body, to Pranamaya Kosha. So how you travel from Annamaya Kosha to Pranamaya Kosha? Here we use a specific technique called Sandhikaal Jagruta. What we do, we follow our breath like a breath cycle. What happens is, like when we inhale through the air, it goes into one point, like sometimes some masters call it where it goes 4 fingers in, 4 finger out, like in this cycle. Inside 4, not here. I'm talking inside 4 and breathing, it goes there. So if you say that there are 2 U-turns, no, in the ring. Suppose you go towards, up and then return down, again take U-turn, like that. That's how breathing cycle goes. So even though it is same for both cases, but for the sake of understanding, you understand this way. When we breathe in, then air goes into our body. Then at one point of time, that oxygen in the air get absorbed into our bloodstream. And that bloodstream takes that oxygen to different parts of the body, in every cell. The point where the oxygen converts into the energy, because through the bloodstream which is carried is the energy. When the transformation happens, when the oxygen converts into that energy or prana, okay. If we can catch that process, if we are aware of that process, I'm just giving you the technique. If you're aware of the process where so-called oxygen which came from the physical dimension go into the prana, converts into the prana, if you can catch the point, through prana you enter into the pranamaya kosh. Or in other words, you can say that I call it that it is like a bridge between the physical dimension and energy dimension. So we have to just cross the bridge to go to the other side. That bridge is Sandhikaal. Scientifically, I told that where oxygen converts into the energy, which becomes our pranic energy. Same here. Here, from the physical dimension, we get into the energy dimension. So that shift has happened. The physical to that level, we use this technique. So awareness of the Sandhikaal helps us from this dimensional awareness to going to the higher level of awareness, next dimensional awareness. And then further, the journey starts there. And that is about the Sandhikaal Jagruta. Okay, now just let me put some slide to explain that. The body systems, and let me see if I can find out that particular slide, then I'll share with you. Yep. Let me try to share this screen. Can you see the screen? Okay, just go through these points. Okay. One. Just go into that, and then I will resume my talk after that, after a few minutes.
We are not able to see.
Okay, I hope you have noted there are 7 body systems. So I'm just explaining. Can you see me back again? Okay. See, now we are no longer limited to the physical body. So I will refer to something. You need to know that hierarchy of that 7-body system. Otherwise, it will sound meaningless. That's what I showed you that slide, and so to go through that one. So now let us go to the next point. Okay, next point is about Hriday Upasana. Okay, now here we go into the now expanded awareness, or we now go, already we crossed that level of, like we already crossed the physical dimension, go to the energy dimension. Now we entered into energy dimension. Now I have to go beyond. So what is the third body? Third one is emotional body. It is about the feeling. And we normally, what we say, it's about the feeling. So we feel, our understanding is we feel through our heart. So if we are aware of our heart, first thing is we have to, it's in the left-hand side of our chest here. So I'm not talking the heart chakra, I'm talking physical heart. When we focus on our heart and we can feel the heartbeat internally, the rhythm of our heartbeat, that is the next bridge which takes us from directly to the emotional body. From the physical, one element in our physical body. Earlier we have done the Sandhikaal Jagruta, gone into the energy body. From energy to go beyond, we need to have our focus on your heart. I'm not saying this is the only way. I'm saying the method we follow. I'm just saying the purpose of this. We call it Hriday Upasana. That gives us to the access to that level. From the emotional body. So you become aware of the emotional body. And that feeling through the, like in the Sandhikaal Jagruta, we need to be aware of that particular fraction of a second where the breathing stops and takes U-turn. That fraction of a second we get in. Here we have to go into the rhythm of your heartbeat. Basically, you have to be aware of the rhythm. This is practice, because most of us, as I mentioned in earlier, like any other body function, we just live our life completely unaware way. Our heart is beating all the time. But how many of us truly aware of that heartbeat? Initially, hardly anybody cares. As long as it's doing its job, only there is some pain or heart attack, then it's a big issue. Otherwise, you don't care. It is doing pumping all the time. Anyway, but use the same thing to go the decode that the one of the hair body of the emotional body. So, and it is in Panchkosha, they call Manomaya Kosha. But Manomaya is basically the emotional body. It's energy in motion, like. Call it Manomaya Kosha, but it is nothing to do with the physical mind, with the brain. So, or you can say it is a soul's mind. Okay, so you can take it that way. It's nothing to do with your physical body. So then we practice that, go into the rhythm. When we are synchronized with the rhythm, we cross that level, that domain. So already Pranamaya Kosha, then Manomaya Kosha also entered into that. After that, it has to, because now we are on the the path to going further onto the level of further higher level, like awareness of the self. This awareness of the self, after Hriday Upasana, then there is something called multi-point awareness. Now, what happens is we need to drop the mental level completely. Otherwise, the further journey is not possible. Like if you keep connecting with the mind and all those kind of things, then it is not possible to go beyond that. So the next tool we use called multi-point awareness. We use our physical body only, but we started, interacting different, how our body is interacting with the outside world. Like we have multiple points touching the outside world, right? So one by one we go through and we then repeat it again and again and again. The different points of our own body, a physical body. How it is interacting to outside environment. Something is feeling cold and something we feel maybe the chair we are sitting, that the cushion of the chair we can feel, or the backrest we can feel, or where maybe we are putting our hands on the handrest, we can feel that handrest, and things like that. So there are multiple ways we are interacting. Our physical, body is interacting with outside environment. Now I'm explaining the logic. Why we need to focus on one by one to everything. And that is also, we say, one after another. So what the technique we do is, there are different points of our own body. Like we wanted to use the tools available with us. We don't want to be external gadget to do that. Because we don't want you to, for this particular step, like a multi-point awareness, we don't want to go to the ECG and put different points so that we are aware of different point number 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not work. It is not practical. That is also one way you can have it. Like we told you that we put some ECG probes along our body and be aware of the first and the second and the third and fourth and all. That is another way. Yeah. But those are external tools. We may not have those kind of probes or ECG machines or place where we can do it all the time. And then you have to put some kind of the liquid and to stuck it and those kind of stuff. So a lot of paraphernalia. So we use this. So use this that different one by one we rotate our awareness. Rotate our awareness means focus one by one. Focus feet, where we are sitting, the back, the skin, and this and that. And then we rotate. Rotate means we go back to the same point again. So maybe 6 points we are noting down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 again, go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what we do, we increase the speed a little bit. Because more and more we get habituated into this, getting into, bringing into awareness, we increase the speed. One point of time will come, because you are moving everything in the high speed, you will be able to aware of or have the knowledge of all the points at the same time. It is like, the picture generated in the TV screen. The TV screen, even though we see just a single picture, it is not the same. Like the gun of that, the TV, it puts that each pixel, lit up with the signals and all those kind of things. It completes like reading a whole page and go back to the beginning and again do all those things. But it happens so fast. It completes the full screen so fast that because of our eyes cannot respond to that fast, so it retains the image. By the time it comes back and draws it again. And that's what we feel, that image, and maybe it is moving and all different, screens after screen, it moves. Yeah. That is also the same way the film cinema happens on the movie theater. That is why we are saying that it is a everything picture. We don't see as a dots. We see the whole picture together. The trick is that we have to scan through very fast. Then it will look like the same thing with the multiple points. That technique we'll use it on our own body to be aware of all the points simultaneously. It look like the same picture. That is the idea. That's why it is so fast. Like a movie, if it slows down, no, then you will see the picture is not forming because it's slowed down, and we can see the gap between two pictures, and the purpose is going. Same here. If you go to the high speed, that same picture will be repeating in like movement and all. You'll be able to feel that. Question is, why we need to do that? So, what is the purpose? Purpose is to drop the mind, to go completely beyond mind. How mind go completely beyond mind? Because mind cannot focus more than one point at a time. That is a restriction of a mind. So if we go many points, we register together, then our mind drops and our soul takes over. Or you can say the soul's mind takes over. Or in other words, the soul's mind is the knowledge body. Yeah? The one level higher. First one, I will say, so the list, remember the list: physical body, energy body, emotional body, then knowledge body. That knowledge body mind cannot reach there, and in the process, you break that and go beyond. Beyond mind altogether. Mind has gone long time back. And you go into that. So when you go into that practice, use your own body too, like where you are sitting and all those things, use that to go beyond. Not only that, now you have to expand it. Because you are no longer limited to your physical body and mind. It has got to the higher level of dimension. So it needs to expand. Even though you have dropped your mind, but still you are moving around your body. So expand it away from the body. There we use the sound. This sound, there may be a lot of sounds are happening. So slowly by, go into, normally practice in the room, then outside the room, in the neighborhood, and then the streets and all, whatever. Use them just as a tool to go beyond the limitation of your body and mind. You are expanding now. Through that, you come to the level where you can have, means if you are seriously, following that, your awareness expands similar to the awareness of your soul consciousness. And that particular thing is called, that first is multi-point awareness, then expanded awareness. And expanded awareness, when it reaches a certain point, it matches with the soul consciousness. There you get into the experiences of what your soul is experiencing. There you can get to that. Already you cross that level of, you have the knowledge body. Up to the level of knowledge body, you have reached there, and that is the soul consciousness level. All the knowledge available of the soul, we can operate from there. Even there you can experience who you truly are. Awareness of the self, like who you truly are, like your soul consciousness comes, and that state, if you can return to that state, those experiences are called Atma Vyapti, expansion of your soul. Atma, self, S capital, higher self. So you level to that level, and you have gone to the level of your, say, knowledge body, and this level you can reach by this way. From multi-point awareness to expanded awareness, and then in that state, you realize who you are. That is Atma Vyapti. It takes a lot of meditation and practice to reach that and experience that. So your awareness level has gone to that. So up to 4 knowledge body we have gone, and you know the knowledge of yourself, who you are, and things like that. But our spiritual journey does not limit there. And then also we have other higher steps to that. What we do is now we become not limited to the body and mind. We go to the soul consciousness level and all those. Then we use that power of our soul consciousness to go into the higher journeys. Yeah, because soul has the access. So what next we do with that? We go to get into our own historical record of soul's record. What about the past lives? What is the purpose of this life? Soul's plan for future. What are the things soul has planned for us in this life? Everything is accessible. But what happens is, most of those things, your purpose of this life and what it remains into the next part of your lives or your past lives even, those are kept into certain records. So it's called Akashik records. Those records are kept in your 5th body. Causal body, cause of everything. Cause of your life, cause of whatever you're facing in life are there. All the karmic accounts are there. So what is that difference between this body, this 4th body and 5th body? 4th body, you can say it is a platform, like your own soul. Yeah? Currently, what has been running in your body and everything, yeah. When you go to the 5th, then you touch upon something, different lifetimes. All the records are available. That place which binds between 2 lifetimes, 2 means many lifetimes. That is called, this is Atma, like whatever, higher self or thing like that. There you access to Sutratma, which has all the information of even your past life experiences, all your karmas and things like that. Difference between Atma and Sutratma is like a difference in a garland. In Rishikesh, the members, they did the garland for Babaji. So you need different flowers and one thread, which binds all the flower together. That makes the whole mala. So our individual lives are like those flowers. Currently, we are in one of the flowers, and which is currently operating, this one. Each life, you can say one flower, and current one is one of them. But what about the past or even future? If there are more lives, then that will also appear there. The one souls are, means different incarnations are those, but which binds all these incarnations are called Sutratma. So you can think like that, when a life ends, that flower may be dropped off. But it passes on that information to Sutratma, the thread. That thread is common for all the life forms. Each and every life, it blooms currently, and then when it goes, it transfers that information to that thread. Because thread is common to all the life Suppose all of us, we have taken 700 lifetimes. Sutratma connects to all 700. Okay. So informations are available in Sutratma. The life has gone. That body is dead. So that's what I'm saying. Think like that. Each and flower that dried off and dropped off, but all information, all experiences that passed on to the thread. And that thread is common. Through that thread, you can go to any lifetime and access to the experience taken into that. These informations are stored in your, what I said, the Akashik record or the karmic files or all these things. And in general, all these arrangements, things are called Karan Deha, causal body, your fifth body. So, here, what happens is to go to the next higher level, the condition is all the karmic file need to be closed. Or in other words, because all the karma, they come as a patches, like a black patches in your aura or system. All need to be lit up, like there should not be any darkness. This process, all karma thing and all those kind of things, the lower body, like a physical body, that need to be clean, like a taking bath, etc. Then second body is your what is it called? Pranamaya kosha. Then Manomaya kosha. So you have to clean all those things like a mind control, emotional body, third body control, all those kind of things go up to the level of this fifth. When the fifth body is, now there is no karma left, that lit up. That is actually the process of enlightenment, when there is no karma left. So, those karma things have been, in the light of awareness, all are dissolved. Like witnessing, we dissolve the thoughts. And that level, by light of awareness, those karmic things are gone. Means finally it happens through Guru Kripa. But those files need to be closed. Those patches need to go. That's why it's called enlightenment, lit up. The light of awareness is called the complete being of your fifth body or causal body. Then if you see this Akashic record, that there's no black patch left. It's all lit up. And this is also known as your causal body or Sukshma Deha. Okay. In lit up, like if there is no bondage or there is no black thing, no heaviness, completely light up thing. If you complete that, then you will be able, that process, enlightenment happened and things like that, then you will be able to access to the sixth body, which is the spiritual body. From the spiritual body, that is the first time you will be able to experience the universal consciousness, the creator, or the oneness. You cannot experience that unless until you have all those things. Of course, temporary experience you can have, like any thing, but you cannot stay there. Those journeys are beyond enlightenment. That's what I was telling you. It doesn't end in the enlightenment. Yeah. So going to the sixth means that you are completely, no karma left, you're completely enlightened, everything is lit up and all those kind of things. And now in the sixth level, you can have the direct access to the universal consciousness, which is the oneness. That experience of that the oneness and sixth, and from there you can experience the seventh. Seventh is the merger. Seventh, you can say the moksha, like you dissolve completely. Seventh is not a layer actually. Seventh itself is the universal consciousness. But from sixth, you can experience that and still come back. Once you enter seventh, you cannot come back. Your soul dissolves. Or as I mentioned in the beginning, like the river permanently goes into the ocean. It never returns back. So if you enter seven, matter is closed. That is your moksha. That is our Babaji will be the supervising for all of us to merge into the seventh body. It's not a body, it's just a infinitely thing like that. But when you are at sixth, you can have the experience of that universal consciousness and still come back. That means you are basically having experience of the creator. What creator experience itself, same you are experiencing, similar one. You can also see it is like a universal experience. Like you will feel that you are universe, like all the planets and the galaxies are inside you. That kind of stuff. In that level, into the sixth, when you go to that, you are experiencing your highest level of self. Like a creator. All come from the one, and we are going back to the one. The oneness, highest level of experience, that is called Shiv Vyapti state. Shiv Vyapti means your expansion is universal. Like a universe. You are. Then those feeling of that called Soham, I am that, or I am consciousness, also called. And or you can say you are experiencing your Shivatva, the highest level of existence, because as I mentioned, it's called the Param Shiva, the universal consciousness and thing like that in Hinduism. Anyway, you experiencing the expanded highest level of this awareness, that is a Shiva Vyapti state. That's what I explained in the sixth body. You can experience that oneness. By the time all the down thing, all cleaning, everything is done, you have done Antakaran Suddhi. Means cleanliness is all levels, all the lower bodies. You're done. Even the karma files are closed. So not even the Karan Deha or fifth is exist in that sense. It converts into your, that when all karmic files are closed, that it is the causal body become a bliss body. Like all enlightened masters, they have the bliss body, not causal body or karmic bodies are gone. Also, Sutratma business is gone. So it's all bliss body because all lit up. And the sixth body, it is what I mentioned as a spiritual body. You have seen in the list itself. It is also known as cosmic body or consciousness, Shivatva, okay? Universal consciousness. And the seventh one is nirvanic body or divine or source, one force. Many people call it different way. So that level, but that is not, that can be experienced, but once you enter seventh, that's it. You merge with the universal consciousness. There is no way you can come back. The identity of soul dissolves there. That's why you cannot come back there, because it's already merged. So 7 is nirvana, fine, all moksha, or people use those words in the all enlightenment and all that also, but I'm just meaning to say that is our identity of the soul dissolves there. You merge finally into that one. And that's the moksha, and that from 6th to 7th, final one, not experiencing and coming back. When you choose to everything completed, choose to merge, that process will be supervised by Babaji for the whole humanity. So that's why Babaji is Moksha Guru for all of us. So with this, I will conclude this session. Now you are welcome to ask me any question. Meanwhile, let me save the attendance. All right. Any question? Yes, Taposh, go ahead.
So, as you just said at the last moment that Babaji will be overseeing our soul getting resolved in the nirvanic stage. So, Babaji is presently in which stage?
That is good question. Yeah, I don't know. Babaji, because
you said
somebody is
that
supervising some transition, so Babaji must have
he has to
gone
be there
to the other side, but again came back to help the humanity. How it is possible, I honestly don't know. That is the uniqueness of Babaji, you can say.
Because if he is overseeing, he must be
definitely gone there. Okay.
Here he can oversee, but he has to come back.
Yes. Yeah. So, or you can say in the spiritual level, that is why the Babaji is so unique. There are many other masters are there. They have not got completely there. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They are all, we call it, ascended masters. But Babaji is not ascended master, much beyond that. Ascended master, they are in the collective domain. I mean, they are available on the sixth or something of that nature, that level. It is sixth is also very pure level. So that is the thing, but their identity is not dissolved. And there are many. All the masters, that ascended masters, not in the living body, but they are operating from the collective. That should be there. But how it is possible that when you go into the moksha or nirvana or dissolve completely, and then again it is possible to come and all those things. We don't know. It is beyond our even, apprehension or imagination of that. So I don't have the answer of this particular question. Okay, Shubhranto?
Yeah, okay.
I can just think about one saying from Thakur Ramakrishna, what he said in Kathamrita, that it's like going to the roof of a building, like when you ride the stairs and go up at the top of the building, then you can come down anytime. But the path is to go through the stairs. So I don't know whether this can be this could be like explaining for the question which Tapas asked, but my thought is like this, that somebody who has already gone up on the roof, then he knows how to come down from the roof.
Yeah, no, you are right, but that is only up to sixth level.
Yeah.
Hence, when the Ganga, up to the, say, Ganga Sagar, Ganga knows which state to come through and all those things. But it is gone to the ocean. There's no way you can distinguish which is belong to Ganga and where it came from and things like that. Yeah. So that is a beyond our capacity to comprehend that kind of thing.
I have another question, Rajdev, is that I understand the beginners things like the tools which we have to move from body to mind, to the energy to mind. But what is the tool to go to the Vyapti?
No, it will happen. There is no tool. Tool is meditation only. Okay, it is only the meditation. But these changes happens because today's topic is awareness. So I'm talking what it means at different level of awareness. Everything is happening in the meditation only. We do 6-step meditation. Most of the things are covered there. But thing is that What does that step means? Yeah, that's what I explained here. So, physical body is meditating in all these levels and all this, wherever it is, when different level of accessibility will be there based on your awareness level. Yeah, so that is the difference.
Thank you.
Okay, God bless you. Okay, okay, Vani, I'll come to you. Tapas, you have any other question, or you got the answer, or means that answer I
I have them.
Yeah, it was addressed, right? Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
addressed, yes.
Yeah, okay. Because that level of awareness, no, master in the physical body can have that.
Because up till the 6th level, you have the masters will come back.
They can. They have a choice.
They can.
Because their
If they wish to. If they wish to.
Yeah.
Rajiv, I have another question.
Yes, go ahead.
See, at the beginning you said that everybody is born with the love and the light.
Universe is created out of these two primordial energy. Yeah.
Right. So, if somebody is born in that way, then can he get away of his prarabdha karmic effects? Like if somebody is born with light and love, then he can be probably nurtured in exactly in that way throughout for his current life, so that his karmic prarabdha doesn't it's basically reduced or removed. Is that possible?
No, everything is possible. But let me there are many things here in your question. Let me put it separately. When a person takes birth, physical body, then it has got its own free will, like a body has its own free will, body and mind. So whatever they decide, out of free will, that may bind karma, that go into, kriyaman karma when it is done. Then you go to the storage, which is, sanchita karma. When it downloaded, gives effect, that is called prarabdha karma. So whole this karmic business are in the physical body. If you don't have the body, there is no karma cannot affect there. Or in other words, if somebody has accumulated karma, that person need to take birth again in the physical body. It is nothing to do with the sixth body or so. If somebody has attained that level and again done some karma, then those will be kept as a separately in an account. They have to come back, take birth, and do at a certain level of awareness, go to something, then you can access to the past life, whatever so-called the credits. But they have to finish that karma, and karma is only possible in the physical body. So that is how it operates. Because of the free will of the body and mind, what in the package is called ego, mind, body, intellect package. So if ego has done something, that creates the karma. That karma is stored in the fifth body. But it cannot, get anything else to be done on that, because with balance is there, they have to come back and take birth again. So that is how it is addressed.
Okay. Thank you, Rajiv.
Okay, Vani, go ahead.
Pranam Guruji. I have a question regarding the karmic files. I think I remember sometime back you said those all our karma gets dissolved when you get enlightened, and the karmic files. I mean, our whatever the past life information, it still stays, right?
Yeah.
So does that disappear when someone attains the moksha? Is that how it is?
No, not disappear, but you go beyond that. Okay. I was telling the level, it is a fifth body. you cannot access sixth. But permanently, temporarily, yes. But permanently, you cannot go to the sixth body or the level of the cosmic body or consciousness level unless until your causal body changed to bliss body.
Okay.
Bliss body means completely enlightened one.
Okay.
So that means that as long as, but when the Guru Kripa happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then the causal changes to bliss body,
Mm-hmm.
the record does not change.
Okay.
Okay, but the effect changes. Like it will not have any effect whatsoever after that.
Okay.
Means you get liberated from that permanently.
Okay.
Those things will remain there. That is the thing. I normally explain there are steps, 100 steps. So you need to go your sadhana at least one step.
Mm-hmm.
Then divine comes down 99 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Those 99 steps still exists. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't disappear.
Okay.
But you get pulled from the second to 100th.
Okay. Okay.
It remains there. The steps remains there. But you need not climb them up. You need to face the effect of those anymore.
Okay.
That's how it works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Records are not deleted, but you get a special lift, helicopter ride to go on to the top.
Okay.
That is called Guru Kripa.
Okay. One more question. Just out of my curiosity, this is some of the Guru brothers and sisters have got spiritual name. So, is there something that they have achieved that? What is the basis or what?
Criteria.
Yeah. So I'm just out of curiosity if there is. Yeah.
Now, see, from my side,
Mm-hmm.
criteria, Babaji told me, I implemented it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's Babaji's specific instruction given that they must be given that name. The time has come. So I have given.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, you are asking the rationale. That's what I say. I don't know the whole rationale of that.
Okay.
That's why I should not unnecessarily, through my mind, I cook something and give it.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. Because this is maybe it is a past life thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Past life thing that current life they are not having it, but they do have that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it means if you see the history of, I think currently we have around in our group, I'm not considering myself into that, but other than that, maybe 8 persons they got it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not necessarily that it has every camp there will be given. No,
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
there are many camps nobody got.
Mm-hmm.
Some camps more than one person got.
Mm-hmm.
Those are there. Some got maybe there is no camp at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the case. So what I'm saying is these are the physical characteristics. Don't go with all this kind of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe if say 3 people got this name in the same camp, that does mean that they're in the same level of awareness? Not necessarily.
Okay.
All of them are enlightened? Not necessarily.
Okay.
Okay. But practically, I don't want to dodge the whole question altogether. Let me say, you can say this is an incentive given by Babaji.
Yeah.
Babaji is happy with the effort you made.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Effort you made, the sincerity you have shown.
Mm-hmm.
It may not reflect into your practical life. I'm not saying that. But your internal, the effort, the art, there is a purity of arts there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the quantity, how long they meditate and what they do and things like that. Nothing of that sort. That has been recognized by Babaji. So that is I'm just sharing my understanding of this. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji. It definitely motivates us because it is always like something to look forward to when one of our Guru brothers and sisters are recognized, and
Of
I,
course.
I yeah, that is just a meditation that they have put so much effort into. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Roy.
Good evening, Rajdeep.
Good evening. Good evening.
Uh, Regarding this Sandhikaal Jagruta, today I was listening to you when you said that when you are taking in the breath, the oxygen content at the peak gets converted to prana, right? That is
Yeah.
the perception. I mean, that is probably the reality. I shouldn't use the word perception, but that's the reality probably, that it's converting there into prana. But there is another Sandhikal when you are exhaling. And when you completely exhale, what is the significance there?
Let us look into two different aspects of it. Okay.
Right.
These are the transition points. It is easier to understand when oxygen become into the
Yeah, that
thing.
was very good and easy to understand. Yes.
Yeah. So it is like a bridge, yeah? Because both these, I'm just for understanding this conceptual point of view, you can think there are two doors and both the doors open to the same corridor inside. Okay. So it doesn't matter which door you enter into the same place, basically. If you like to understand it a little better way, then you can say the one door opens inside, another door opens outside. But still it's a door. You can pass through. Even though it opened from inside, but still you can get in.
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to understand the chemistry part of it, where you're saying the
No,
oxygen.
it's not chemical.
That was very good.
Right. That's not to help you to understand.
I clearly registered that.
Transition points. Okay. Like maybe there are two bridges. One, maybe it is, as per officially, one from A to B, another B to A. But it does not mean that from B to A bridge, you cannot travel the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've given that example so it's easier to understand, just to avoid that confusion. But bridge is bridge, door is door. It doesn't matter which way it opens.
Okay.
That's why to understand that I mentioned it opens to the same corridor. Like through the bridge, you can land it up into the same island.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. I have another question.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
You see, when we are doing this Nirmal Dhyan, when we are probably on the 5th step or the 6th, you say that get into the rhythm of your heartbeat.
Yeah. Hriday Upasana. Yeah.
Yeah. Hriday Upasana. Now, I don't know, it's with me only, or I don't know others' experience, but when I've done the previous steps, like say I'm the 5th step, the 4 steps which I have done, I cannot feel the heartbeat. I mean, whenever I'm pressing very hard, near my heart, but I just can't feel my heartbeat. I remember once you had shown some mudra.
No, not mudra.
This part.
Oh, I see. No. Yeah. Hriday mudra.
Touching the base of the which I've forgotten. And that was good. There you can feel. Now what I do is when I'm not able to feel by placing my hands near my heart, like the doctor sees your nerves. No?
Yeah.
If I place it there near the artery, then I can get the heartbeat.
Okay. So there are Hriday mudra. I'll show you here once again. Yeah.
Right.
Thumb and this pointing finger. Yeah. Put the pointing finger and the base of the thumb.
Okay.
And then you move it here and there and find out there is a vein there.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is pulsating. You have to feel it in the tip of your pointing finger. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot the last instruction that I have to move it, a little up and down.
Scan it little bit. Yeah. Little bit. Like Then, yeah, in my case, here it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you close this. This is your Hriday Mudra.
Right.
Okay. But here you have to bend it and then little bit scan it to find out where that pulse is. This pulse is same rhythm of your heart.
Okay.
Okay. But my advice would be by putting your left hand and then on right hand, try to sense that. You cannot miss that. You have to practice it a little more. Because this is obvious one. It has to be. The heart thing
otherwise, how am I alive?
No, that's right. But I'm not talking the heart is beating or not. I'm taking your left hand must sense it. You should not miss it. Yeah, you practice little more. This is another option. That's correct. But this is a sure shot. You should get it. Okay, so that little focus more and you will be able to practice little more. Then you will be able to do it. I don't think there is an issue. Unless until you have a physical thing there, like skin disease or something, that's a different issue. It may be camouflaging your heart. That's a different issue. But if there is no such thing exist, then try this way. That is my advice would be you practice little more. You definitely will be able to get that. And when you get into the rhythm, then slowly remove and come to Chinmudra.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Okay. God bless you. Hari Om. Go ahead.
Guruji, pranam.
Pranam.
Guruji, just wanted to know why this word knowledge body. That is the first question.
Okay. All right. You can consider it, is it the memory of the soul? Okay.
Okay.
And or you can say that when you download the universal knowledge, it comes to the fourth body.
Okay.
When that is a platform where you made that. The universal knowledge downloaded, it has to stay somewhere so that it can be readable. You can think like it is like a working desk.
Okay.
Like karmic files, you take the file out, open it, put it onto the table, then you read it. No? Same as the universal knowledge, something, some other library, you borrowed a book, then you put again onto the platform to read it. So this platform, that's why it's called the platform of knowledge. There's a knowledge body where it goes. Even when we say communicate with another soul, even somebody who departed once, then we go to our fourth body and then we send to other, soul's fourth body and then communicate at that level. The only difference is I do have my first and second body, the other person, he or she doesn't have that. But fourth body, both of them exist on knowledge body. So knowledge body is also used for the communication. Okay, the way it suits you, the way it is, you can say it's soul's mind or memory or the platform, working platform of the soul. But the way, whatever way you can, it suits you, you can think
One
about
side
that.
we are writing mental. That's how mental oblique knowledge. That's how we are not clear on it.
Yeah, that's why it is in the Kosh level, it's not, they call it a Vijnanamaya Kosha. Yeah, not Jnanamaya. So that is also there. But English, it is all knowledge. Yeah. Like a difference between a Gyan and Pragya. So that is Gyan is, worldly knowledge. Pragya is a spiritual wisdom. Okay. So this is, you can say, that is a platform of Pragya.
Okay. But some places, Guruji, they call it lower mental and higher mental. So we can take that.
Higher means higher self, soul, soul's mind. That's what I was mentioning a little earlier. Physical mind and soul's mind. It's up to you how you, consider it, how you level it. But the purpose is that, like the platform where the soul level knowledge can be compared, processed, and things like that.
Guruji's second question is, sometimes when you start the meditation, just after about the second step, we don't know what is happening. You're in a different world. And
Yes.
just before we end the meditation, so you come back. So,
Mhm.
to what state we go in that kind of a scenario?
Okay. I'll explain you the rationale. Then you decide what suits you best. Yeah. Our ultimate goal is to go into the awareness, the sixth step.
Correct, Guruji.
Okay. Before that, these are all preparatory.
Hmm.
Okay. Suppose in the second step, you come into that awareness level, you don't have to go through all 3, 4, and 5.
Hmm.
You go directly to 6 and return there, or follow those awareness expansion and be there.
Mhm.
Ultimate is to go for the expanded awareness or Atma Vyapti, Shiva Vyapti.
Right, Guruji.
So it is not necessary to go through all those step by step. It helps to be there. But if you already go there, then no need to come back and try to, follow that steps. Not necessary.
Okay.
This is for advanced seekers. But initially, we may have illusion that I am already there. So that's why it's say you step by step. That's initially.
Right.
Because there will be tendency of shortcut otherwise. Okay.
Right.
So then it is. But those who are practicing for years, definitely there is no issue of shortcutting or thing like that. So if you already have that gone into the state of awareness, then no need to go through all these things, thought and all this kind of stuff. Yeah? So that is all
Right.
possible. In fact,
Thank you.
just for information, purposes, the gap between thoughts and Sandhikaal Jagruta means gap between the breath and Hriday Upasana. Any one of those 3 points one can go.
Right, Guruji.
Okay. So suppose you get to the gap of the thoughts, no need. Forget about Sandhikal and Hriday and things like that. You go there.
Right. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank
All
you.
right. God
Okay.
bless you. All right. So now let us conclude our session with Guru Vandana. No, Shanti Path, sorry. You play Shanti Path and conclude our session for today. Oh. Sarvesham Swastirbhavatu
Bhavatu
Sarvesham
Sarvesham
Shantirbhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave Om Shanti Shanti Shanti